Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with my Scentsy, what I have been warming, what I've been getting through, empties, all the sort, and my basket is full. I thought I was doing a good job staying on top of this, but we went out of town for a couple days when I was supposed to have filmed it. But we were also out of town, so I didn't bring a warmer or anything. So I don't know how this got so out of hand. I think maybe it's just because I've been really trying to get through my wax. That's what the hopeful part of me is thinking. However, oh, there's some big things in here. Maybe this is why. So let's get the non-wax out of the way first. I emptied another thing of cotton cleanups into my cotton cleanup bin. I used to have kind of like a tin can looking, I'm sure I have pictures of it on my Instagram, but it's kind of just like a metal little bin with handles. It looks like the Live Simply warmer. It's kind of the same style except for it's metal looking. I don't know, I'm sure you've seen, it kind of looks like this. This is the shape of it, and it's like just a bucket, and I would put all my Scentsy cotton cleanups in there and some other miscellaneous cotton balls to clean my warmers because I find it's the easiest way. I also have a clear, larger, it's like a foot across, I guess, and it's clear, and I actually started using that just very recently for my cotton cleanups, and a whole entire bag fits in there, and it could probably fit a little more. So I have a feeling I'm going to be going through these bags a little more quickly because I feel like I'm really starting to go through the cotton cleanups, and now that I have a bigger container, I can dump more bags into it at a time, which is great, but also I feel like I'm going to start to go through these pretty quickly. But as I've been saying, I have a ton, so it's not the worst thing ever. Also, I changed out a air purifier filter. I don't know how, it's not the dirtiest that I've ever seen, which is fine. But the light came on, and so I changed it, and I don't know how well this is going to come out of here without making a mess. I don't know if you can see, I should have brought a new one to compare it, but it's supposed to be clear and wet, white see-through. It's extremely dusty and gross. It was in there for about 4 months, so for me that's good longevity use out of the air purifier. This is from the one in our bedroom, which I only run when we're home, so I don't run it during the day while we're at the office or away. When we were out of town, I didn't run it. I only run it when we're at home, so it's mostly nights, overnight, and weekends. So 4 months, if that helps you determine for the air purifier. Also, I was all this dust, we live in a brand new townhome, we were the first ones to live here, and the amount of dust it sucks up, it's insane how much crap is just in the air in your home when you don't realize it. It's crazy. However, what else was I gonna say? Oh, it mostly runs on low. I did also want to mention that because I know some people have incredibly dirty ones. We just have Jemmy, a cat. We don't have a dog or any bigger animal, and we don't tend to run our fan in the bedroom a lot. I feel like that could really stir up things as well. I'm just trying to consider factors here. But also my air purifiers generally don't trigger the red symbol where it's kicked into high mode. Though that doesn't happen very often. Maybe once a day, sometimes not even once a day. So that could also it really sucks it in when it's on turbo. So that's gonna pull in a lot more than on low. Okay, I have another bag of cotton cleanups here at the bottom. I told you guys, I feel like I was going through this fast, but I emptied my one container and used it all, and then I emptied a whole new bag. So I've really, from the second bag, only used one of the cotton cleanups, but I emptied it into my whatever container. Okay, let's maybe talk about, I have some car bars. Okay. I took out of my car Iridescent Pearl and I put it on my work keychain, and I had Welcome Home on my work keychain, which really, it smells like Cinnamon Donuts now. It's good. I prefer the Welcome Home car bar. I like the wax, but the car bar to me smells kind of more like bakery cinnamon. I don't know why. And then I replaced it in my car with a strawberry and rock melon car bar. And I put this in for my birthday because I wanted something like fresh and new and fun for my birthday. So that's why I put it in there. But I think that I'm going to be putting in my vanilla bean pods in my car next for my wall fan. Okay, I also have a Make a Splash body wash in here. I will say, I love, past tense, I loved Make a Splash in the wax. They released it this season in a ton of products, a ton. So naturally I bought the kit because as a consultant, you get the opportunity to buy kits early. So I got this. I was using it, as you can tell, and I pulled a melting basket and I pulled out Make a Splash, and I kept smelling the clam, and I was like, I'm not feeling the like gravitational pull that I want to melt this like I did the previous year when I was like, oh my gosh, I love Make a Splash. It went in my club, all the things. However, I was like, I'm just like feeling like it's not calling my name. Like every time I smell it, I'm like, I'd rather melt something else. When I was in the shower finishing this up, it hit me all of a sudden. Every time I'm like, oh my gosh, Make a Splash. Like I realized in the shower, when I would smell the wax, it would make me think of using it in the body products. And I was like, in my mind, you know, I don't want to, like, it had a weird smell to me, and I was thinking of using it in the body. So I think that's why I don't want to melt it. I know some people talk about this, like, you know, overusing certain products, or like me using Autumn Road Trip in a cleaning. I really didn't like it. I much prefer it in the wax. But this almost like deters me from wanting to use the wax. I also will say, I don't know that this is my favorite. I think I kind of just got tired of it. Maybe if I was like rotating between it and another body wash, it would have been better. But I kind of at the end was like, thank goodness this is finished. Like I don't want to deal with it anymore. But I think that's why I don't want to Make a Splash, because it makes me think of taking a shower. Like, I hope that makes sense. Okay, and then before we get to pods, I have some oils. I've been trying to be really good about collecting my oils I've been working on, and I've been trying to be really good about working on my oils, because I find one area that I lack in using up, besides like obviously I have a ton of wax, but I use wax so that I like get through, and my pods, things like that. My oils are one thing that I tend to buy oil collections, but I don't tend to necessarily finish oils. I think I've only finished 1 or 2 so far this year. It's June. It's July. It's July. We're over halfway through the year, and I've maybe finished 2. So I moved some of my diffusers around. I actually ended up moving my premium diffuser into the master bathroom and my deluxe diffuser into the spare bathroom upstairs. So kind of my thought was like, I didn't know where to put my diffusers. I don't like to run them too close to my air purifiers, because I heard that can affect like the little red symbol, like picking up the oils in the air through the air purifier might like trigger it, that there's like particles in the air, and it'll kick on high. So I try to keep them separate. I didn't want to put it like in the bedroom overnight because we run the air purifier there, but also Jem likes to sleep with us in the bed sometimes. So I didn't want to put it in like a place she hangs out a lot in. So I decided the bathrooms would be the most ideal place, because sometimes wax in the bathrooms, it's not like my favorite place to put wax, I guess. And I would rather have like a full-size warmer there than a mini warmer. And I just kind of came to the conclusion that like Jem doesn't spend time in the bathrooms. Like, she'll go in there in and out. She doesn't like hang out in the bathroom all day. She has a separate bathroom that has her litter box, so I'm not like concerned about that. The plug-in situation, I put them on cord concealing stands and they just like look so much better than the cords being on with a warmer and things like that. So it just kind of all worked out for me to put the diffusers in the bathrooms. And I have a little stand I bought from Amazon. It's like a wood bamboo type stand where it has holes in the bottom for your oils. And then there's like a second tier that your diffuser sits on. And so I have all the oils right there. What I've been doing is just like starting downstairs, putting the oil in, and then I run the light so that it shows light in the bathroom. Like if we get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, those types of things. And then I'll take that same oil, put it in the same, like in the diffuser upstairs before I put it in my bin here. So I get to double use out of it. They're right there in front of me. It's been working really well. So let's talk about what I've been using. I've been working on the Valentine's Day collection from last year because yes, I have a lot of oils that I need to work through. So I have the Valentine's Day collection oil kit from this year that I haven't even taken out of the box yet. So we have Hug Me, Love Ya, and I'm Yours. So I don't have the notes for these and they're not available. But what I think I might do too, one of these I really like. It has like a lemony scent. I don't know. I think this I'm Yours is my least favorite. I might set a few aside, like 1 to 3 that I don't like as much and exclusively use them up here in this diffuser, in the deluxe diffuser, because that can hold more oil and I feel like I'll get through those faster rather than putting them in my master bath where I would smell them more frequently. Hope that makes sense. Tell me how you guys like, do you diffuse just in your open concept? I feel like when I did have a good place to put my diffuser, and then also with Jem, like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like everywhere I'd want to put a diffuser, I have a warmer that I don't want to move. But I feel like most people probably just have them in their open concept or in their bedroom. Please give me some insight below. I also worked on Lavender Coconut. This one is discontinuing for the spring summer season. Well, it's discontinuing from spring summer for the launch of fall winter. This one is not bad. It's more lavender than coconut, but the coconut creams it out a little bit. So it's not just straight up like herbal lavender. But I have like a good amount of this little sample guy left, so he'll last me. I don't need to buy more. Cotton Blossom Tangerine. This one is discontinuing, so I actually bought one of these. This is Cotton Blossom and Sweet Tangerine. It's really good. It's kind of like orangey tangerine and fresh laundry, but it comes together really, really well, especially when it's diffusing. This one is a fairly strong one. And like I said, it is discontinuing. So I actually bought a full-size bottle of that one. And that's part of the reason, like I definitely need to go through these. Starfruit and Orange Zest. This one was new for the spring summer season. I don't know if it's staying around or not. This is Starfruit, Mango, and Orange Zest. This one is like very much citrus. It's not my favorite. But this is definitely the fullest of the ones I'm showing you because it is like, it is the newest, I guess. Yeah, Lavender Coconut is like almost half empty. Cotton Blossom Tangerine is not. And then I need to really work on those Valentine's Day ones. So yeah, my project, my newest endeavor is to work on my oils. And I think putting them in the bin here and talking about them will help me like make sure I'm using things. And I have found out I wasn't, this is gonna be a long video, like I'm really sorry. I wasn't wiping out my diffuser once the oil was done, like running through. I was just like filling it up again and going, but the water would like sit in there, which it was really, the scents were really starting to bother me. Like it almost smelled like musty coming out of the diffuser. And that was why. Now that I've been wiping it out at the end of each cycle, it's been like not a problem. So like overnight, I will run the premium diffuser. That one maybe runs for like 4 to 6 hours. I feel like that one doesn't run very long, which is perfect for overnight. And also the premium diffuser, the lights stay on even after it's done running. So it will run in the bathroom all night, whether the scent is like still diffusing or not, which is perfect for the master bath where I want the light. The deluxe diffuser, what I have upstairs, can run for up to 24 hours. So when it's the weekend, we're home 24/7, mostly homebodies, mostly me. That one I'll feel fuller than versus a weekday where I just run it from like when I would come home until the morning. Then I'll feel it a little bit less, but I let that one run all night. That one will shut off the lights and the diffusing when it's done versus like the lights don't stay on like the other version. So then in the mornings before I would go to work or like the next day before I would put fresh oil in them, I just literally wipe them out with like if we're in the bathroom, I'll normally just take some like toilet paper off the roll and just like dry them out and wipe up any extra residue versus before I would just let it sit in there and it got really musty. Don't do that. But I think you can use vinegar to like just let it sit in there or do something. You can kind of like descale it or something. I need to maybe do that. Haven't done that in a while. Okay, so that's my biggest update. I'm on the diffusing bandwagon. Okay, I have some pods to talk about. I think I only have 3. No. 4. Okay, so I finished up Pina Colada Cha-Cha. I bought an extra set of these pods because they are being discontinued to go into the fall winter season. They normally would not continue on, so it's totally fine. I find I've been like getting every last bit of fragrance out of my pods that almost when I sniff them, they smell bad. Like they smell like plastic. Like they're not good, which is great for my wanting to get like every last drop out of things. That's perfect for that. But some of these I smell and I'm like, ew, what is that? Like it's not supposed to smell like that because there's no scent left. Pina Colada Cha-Cha is so good though. That is definitely going in my club for the fall winter season. I also finished Aloe Water and Cucumber. This one was strong when it started, but boy, did it die fast. This one, my office here is kind of like the last stop shop for pods because like this is where they go to die. I will just run them until I'm like, no, I can't smell a single thing anymore. And then I start the rotation all over. So this is Aloe Water, Cucumber Peel, Palm Frond, and Pineapple Nectar. This is still available in the fall winter. It's really very fresh, but like I said, those pods were strong on start and they died. When they died, like they were done. Okay. I'm working through my pods. I'm trying to like go through them in order that I brought them into my collection somewhat. So next I had on my list to work through Cucumber and Cactus Water. This is from the summer collection. I don't know if the pods are available anymore. I think the pods might be sold out, but some items are still available in this set. I didn't love this scent in the wax, but I really liked it in the pods. It's still going. I just put it in my air purifier, but I had this going at work and in my car, and I really liked it. It's like a very green, fresh scent. Kind of like, I feel like it would be very, very good in laundry. I didn't buy the laundry set because I have laundry I need to work through. I'm trying to be better about not buying every single thing, but I do have it in Scentsy Fresh, and I will say it's better in the laundry and like in the pods than in the wax for me. So if you have your eye on this one or you like green fresh scents, I actually am a fan of that in non-wax. And then next, I Feelin' Punchy. I have to use Feelin' Punchy. I don't love this one, but it was in my next to use bin. This is like, it smells so much better on cold than when it's going. And I guess pods don't warm, but even when this is like going in the diffuser, the wall fan diffuser or whatever, it smells totally different than when like it does in the clamp. So what I did for this one because it's so intense, I actually took a pod of vanilla bean buttercream and a pod of Feel and Punchy and put them together in my Scentsy Go to kind of make like a knock on cutie pie cupcake or clementine cupcake. Like, it wasn't the same, but it made this a little bit better. Like, it wasn't so intensely citrus and overpowering. And then the vanilla bean buttercream just kind of gave it a little bit of bakery. I do, however, think the Feel and Punchy was just too strong for the vanilla bean buttercream. Like, it was really struggling. I was trying to keep up, but this one was definitely like the forefront. But a great option to mix your pods. If you got this in your whiff box, I got a scent of this in my whiff box, and if you have vanilla bean buttercream on hand, great opportunity to mix there. I will say I ended up separating them back out, so I'm going to put the vanilla bean buttercream in my car and at work, and then I just kept these at home. The pod that was a vanilla bean buttercream that was on top of the Feel and Punchy pod now slightly smells like Feel and Punchy and vanilla bean buttercream because the air was like blowing through both of them. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, I have, this is all the wax bars we have to talk about. I'm gonna see if I can separate like what I did where. Okay. I want to do like bedroom and office. Like, dang, I feel like I did good on the wax train here for the most part. Did this upstairs, did this in the bathroom. Yikes. Oh, okay. Yep, did that. Oh yeah, I did that too. Gosh, I really did go through the wax. Okay, let's talk about some one-off bars here. So I did, I finished Cherry Limeade, which is really funny. I don't like the scent. To me, it smells like cherry, like bad. It's not good. It's like, reminds me, I'm not a pop drinker or like a soda drinker. I don't really like things that are carbonated, honestly. I'll drink like a seltzer, but I had like a High Noon for the first time, and compared to a seltzer, I love it so much more because there's no carbonation. Like, I'm just not a carbonated drink person. This reminds me of like some kind of carbonated drink, like a cherry, I don't even know because I don't drink them, or like a slushy that would be cherry, but it's like the gross, overpowering, like acidic cherry, like it's sour almost, not like sweet strawberry. That's like just what I get from this. It's so like sour, like it makes me like my tongue want to like ooh, like it's a sour candy. So what I did, because you're like, how do you use it? Yeah, ew, it's so like, it's so intense. It literally smells like a cherry like slushy or something, but it's this Cherry Limeade. Like, I feel like the zing of lime, like it's that sharp and like sour and intense. I ended up, some people have those like glass jars that they will like hang from their thing in their car, like in a little macrame holder, and let the sun like melt wax in a jar because it's like hanging from their mirror, and then the sun hits it and the wax melts. So I'm not doing all that because that just screams waxident to me. And I also park in my garage at home, and then when I'm at work, I park in the shade, like it's covered. So neither of those times am I getting any sun. Like, I don't get a lot of sun into my car. So I just didn't think any of that would work. However, I bought some little mini like mason jars. Like they're maybe 4 ounces, they're not 8 ounces. They're maybe only 4 ounces. They're tiny. And I put it in my garage because my garage, I like to put an air freshener in there, but once it's over like 80 degrees, my garage just gets too hot to put the plug in. It just makes me nervous that something is gonna like, the plug-in's really hot, the bulb's super hot. Like, it just makes me nervous how warm it is if it's over 80 degrees, which it has been consistently for the last few weeks. So I just put this in that little container and let the wax melt. Is it like super fragrancing my garage? Not necessarily, but it makes me feel like I'm getting use out of this bar I don't like. And I'm not like putting a warmer out there and it's getting really hot. It's like the natural elements are just doing their own thing. They're naturally melting the wax for me. Because it's been so hot, like the wax has melted. And I put all 3 cubes just in the little thing. And then I put a little like liner thing in the jar so I could easily take the wax out. And so I used this twice that way. I have it in there still currently. I need to switch it out for something, but I'm not like dying to switch it out because it's kind of like my wax I really don't want to use is kind of where that just went to get used. I probably have one more scent I could use up that way. And then in my like morning warmers, I used up Coffee Tree. So I used this 2 separate times in there. It was really good. It threw for so many days. It just would not die. And my morning warmers, like my coffee morning warmer, I run that for 3 hours. It's on a 3-hour timer. It starts and it goes 3 hours and it stops. So this went multiple days, 3 hours at a time. It was very good. This I think is really nice in the summertime because I know some people say it has like a little bit of a floral note. And I guess I could see that. I feel like when it's warming, I don't get that, but I feel like it makes it not as heavy and I can warm it in the summertime. And then the only other like one-off bar, I did Route 66 in the upstairs bathroom up here. That's so specific, but I'm actually finishing it up today because I only had 4 cubes left. I'm finishing it up in the spare bedroom. I liked this one, but I didn't love it. So there's that. Okay, let's talk about my office here. I only went through 2 bars, which is really sad compared to how much I used elsewhere. First, I used the scent of the month, Desert Tropics, and this is my Juicy bar here. This scent, you guys, this scent is so good. It reminds me of the more tropical fruit sister version of Ruby Nectarine. I'm like debating between the two, but I think I need to keep this one. I really like Ruby Nectarine, but this one is so much more tropical. It's not as heavy, I guess. I would say it's not as long lasting, but I like it more. Currently available at 10% off. This and the warmer are stunning. I love Desert Tropics. This one's going in my club. So good, like perfect scent for July. I'm so glad that they did us right this year. Last year we got Stargazing, which is not a July scent. So I'm glad we got this one this year. And then I'm covering my catalog with wax bars. I did, for the first time ever, Totally Mini. This one is, if I can find it, this one is Pink Melon, Hibiscus Blooms, and Juicy Apple. This scent is really good. To me, it's like apple melon, maybe floral if I was like searching for it, but instead of floral, I almost get kind of like a muskiness, which is really nice. It's kind of the same way that Sugared Strawberry has that hint of like muskiness, which I'm actually going to talk about next. It's really good. I think this one is staying around for the next catalog, so it's not like going to go in my club or anything, but I don't know that I'll like stock up on 6 more bars of it for any reason, but if I was buying some licensed bars and I needed to like round out a 3-pack or a 6-pack, I could totally see myself picking up more of these. I really liked this a lot more than the Mickey Mouse and Friends. I like that one, but I really liked this one. And I do feel like it lasted for quite a while. Sometimes people say the licensed bars are lighter, and I feel like this one held its own, but I did do it here in my office. And I actually did the whole entire bar here in my office. So take that for what it's worth, I guess. Obviously, if you're doing it in your open concept versus this office, you may get different results. Okay, next, let's talk about, should we talk about the open concept? Maybe. Oh crap, okay, I kind of got a little bit mixed up here, but whatever. Next, we're gonna talk about sugared strawberry. So this one is Strawberries Currants California Sunkissed Lemons. It's so good. It's like strawberry and lemonade, but the currant gives it like that muskiness that like makes it more full. It's not just like straight up fruity. It's so much, it like has body, if that makes sense. I have to test this with birthday wishes to see if it gives me some sort of strawberry pound cake feeling. So I think this one's gonna go into my club. I also did Summer Holiday. This one is in the floral category: Plumeria, Tiger Lily, Orange, Vanilla, and Amber. I like this one so much. Last year, I did it and I was like, it's okay. But then this year I did Kukui and Coconut, and I feel like I was like, it's okay. And then I did this in my open concept, and it smelled so beautiful. It smelled so beautiful. It was amazing. I don't know. I think my scent preferences are definitely evolving as I go on this Scentsy journey. I really liked this one. I really, really liked this one. This one's going in my club. Okay, next I did Watermelon Tangerine. And this one is Watermelon Slices, Juicy Tangerine, and Dewy Greens. This one's okay. I'm not like obsessed with it. Like, it's nice to do it for the summer to like get my fix in, but I don't know that I need to like warm it again this summer. If it comes back, amazing. It says it's a bestseller, so hopefully it will. I'd warm it again, but it's not like a club contender. And I have a Scentsy Fresh in it, and I think that will be really nice, but I'm not putting that one in my club. Go-Go Mango is next. This is Mango, Melon, Hibiscus, Banana Flower. This one is not my favorite. It wasn't very strong in my open concept, but also at the same time, I just don't think I love the scent. So that one is going away as well. A lot of the scents I'm going to be doing will be discontinuing spring, summer scents because we're getting ready for the fall winter catalog. I already have some fall winter bars in my possession and they smell really good. But that one will not be going in my club. Okay, and then in the open concept today, I'm doing Pineapple Pucker, which is just straight up pineapple. The notes are fresh pineapple. This one's going in my club, I think. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so I have this one going in like my living room, I guess, not my open concept. I switched up my warmer layout, but I haven't switched up how I'm talking about my warmer layout, I guess. So that's just in my living room. Then in the kitchen, to kind of go along with that, I popped in a cube of coconut lemongrass. This is my first cube of this brick. I popped the whole entire cube into a warmer. It's a full-size warmer with a larger dish, so I felt comfortable doing so. But this I thought would give a little bit extra to the pineapple pucker and make it not just pineapple. But the coconut lemongrass is a little bit different, so it's not just gonna make it like Pina Colada Cha-Cha. It's gonna give it a whole different vibe, which it definitely did. So I'm excited about that. While we're on the topic of bricks, I also one day worked on skinny dipping in my open concept, actually, because one cube I did in the living room, and then the other cube I split between the kitchen and like the dining area. So somebody also asked me how I'm keeping track for my brick update. Essentially, these are all the ones I talked about last time that are colored in, and then I'm just going to use, and then whatever's not colored in is essentially how much I have used since the last update. I hope that makes sense. We'll see how this one's all bent, but yeah, I'm making really good progress on this. So I worked on this one on Brick Monday, which was actually my birthday was on a Monday. And I was like, do I really want to work on this? But I was like, you know what? I'll do something special in the bedroom, which I'll talk about. And then I'll just work on skinny dipping as part of my Brick Monday. Like, it'll be fun. So then today in the office, I have this one in the wrong pile. And I didn't talk about it in the office, but I am mixing Squeeze the Day and Sugar Cookie. So I had 3 cubes left of each of these. And I had my vanilla waves finished up already, or I'd mixed all 3 of them probably. But I ended up just doing 2 cubes of Squeeze the Day and 1 cube of Sugar Cookie and 1 warmer. And then 2 cubes of Sugar Cookie, 1 cube of Squeeze the Day in the other warmer. So these 2 warmers have that combo going on. It's really good. Sugar Cookie is coming back in the fall winter catalog. I'm like 99% sure. I don't have a hard copy of it, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it on there and talking about it with some people. So I'm pretty sure Sugar Cookie is coming back for fall winter. However, Squeeze the Day is being discontinued for spring summer. It's going in my club. Like, I have to put it in my club. Are you kidding me? It's Squeeze the Day. I don't love it on its own, but it mixes so well with things. Like, this mix, even without vanilla waves, is so good. It's going in my club. It has to. Okay. Then for my bedroom melts, I worked on some Sandalwood Tangerine from the Father's Day collection. Unfortunately, the Father's Day collection is no longer available, and I'm going to be talking about 3 scents. Sorry, from the collection. This one is really good. This one's going in my club. Business Casual. I'm talking about these briefly because they're not available any longer, and I feel bad. Business Casual, I enjoyed, but the more it sat, the more it started to smell like soapy. So I warmed this, and I actually had it in my club, but ended up taking it out. I'm not, it literally is like body wash to the point where it was like body wash, but the suds like soapy. No thanks. My Dear Watson was the last one from the Father's collection besides Vanilla Bourbon, which I'm keeping for fall. My Dear Watson. This one I like in the clam, and I had it in my club before, but as it was going in my bedroom, I was just thinking like, I think I have scents that I would much prefer to keep in my club for the bedroom. And I don't know that this is one of them. So this is going to get the boot on Pretty Positive for my club. I have it in there for now. My club doesn't like reprocess again till October. It's like processing right now for the next shipment. And I added that after the processing began. So I think it doesn't ship till like October. So I got time, but it's going. I'm pretty sure it's going. So then for my birthday, I wanted to do something really special because I really need to work through the bars I have of this before they go bad. And I was like, you know what? My birthday is a good excuse. Not that I need one, but I kind of did for this scent to like push me to use one. I wish I had more of it. I have more, but like I wish I had a continual supply coming from my club. It's Pacific Sandalwood. So I have 5 bars of this. It smells like heaven. It smells so good. I had this bar in my club that I deleted because I didn't realize I could transfer my club when I became a consultant. My consultant at the time was like, yeah, we'll get that transferred. And then my club locked down for processing and like nothing, we did not transfer it. It was still under her, but I was a consultant. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend my money with her when I'm my own consultant now. Like, you know, it kind of just was a whole deal. But I was like, okay, well, I'll get it one more time. Maybe it'll come back like in a catalog or bring back my bar or something, and maybe I won't be without it forever. So yeah, I ended up deleting that club. Later on, I found out that it's very, very simple to keep your club and just transfer it under you. But of course she did not tell me that, and I did not know it at the time, and then I canceled it and this wasn't available anymore. But I absolutely love this bar. Please, please make this available for voting. I know it just discontinued in Australia. I don't know if it's like coming back there or not, but it was part of the International Wax collection. and it was available right when I became a consultant. Like, when I started buying Scentsy, this was one of the first bars I got in my order, and it like reminds me of my grandma. It's just the best scent ever. So I have 5 more bars that I will cherish. Please come back and bring back my bar warning. I just want to put it in my club. Like, if there's one bar, I'm just like, please, could I put it in my club? It'd be this one. But oh my gosh, okay, let me talk. It performed really, really well in my bedroom. But did it stain my warmers? My warmers are still dirty. I cleaned them out and they are still dirty from this scent. Like, the scent oils in that have to be ridiculous. It was like bad. The worst staining I had ever seen. And like I said, I'm still trying to get it out. And I did it almost a week ago. And I'm still trying to work to get it out. It was bad staining. And then so today in the bedroom, I'm doing Pink Haze. I only had 6 cubes of this, and so I just split it between my 2 warmers. And this is just like marshmallows. It's like berries, like not even really berries. Mostly just marshmallows. And I think the notes are like fondant or something. Like, you know, they would put on a cake. It's really just like sweet. So I have that going in there today to make me happy. But I am going to try to make a little dupe mixture of the Pacific Sandalwood. I have some things in mind that I want to try. I don't know if they will work for sure, but I'm going to test that out. So apologies for the long video, but I had apparently a lot to talk about here today. I will be back tomorrow with my non-Scentsy empties. That one won't be as long because I haven't worked quite as much on those as I have on these. But check that out tomorrow if you're interested in my non-Scentsy things I've been working on. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.